Hey, everybody. Welcome to Stack Social Live here at Stack Social Club in Lubbock, Texas. We're already rolling here in the 5 on the button no limit game. We'll be seeing who all's at the table here in just a moment. Want to remind everybody, first of all, that we are at 5004 Frankfort Avenue, Suite 500. So if you're around the area, then come on in and take in a little bit of stacks. Want to remind everybody, first of all, that we are at 5004 Frankfort Avenue, Suite 500. So if you're around the area, then come on in. If you're here in the live stream, go ahead and smash the like button. Take in a little bit of stacks. Got Aaron, Casino, Pat, Javier, Tristan, Dino, Grigio, and Joey at the table right now. We're six-handed. We'll be full here in just a little bit. If you're here in the live stream, go ahead and smash the like button. We know who Javier is, and we know who Dino Grigio is. Sure, we know just about who everybody is in this case. Aaron, Casino, Pat, Javier, Tristan, Dino, Grigio, and Joey at the table right now. We're six-handed. We'll be full here in just a little bit. Want to remind you guys about our bankroll builders that are happening Saturday and Sunday at 7 p.m. They're a $500 guarantee, $10 minimum buy-in, $20 max buy-in with, $20 min buy-in, $30 max buy-in with $10 rebuys. Want to remind you guys about our good little starter tournament for you to bankroll builders. Get your feet wet or just start building you up a stack. $500 guarantee, $10 minimum buy-in, $20 max buy-in with, $20 min buy-in, $30 max buy-in with $10 rebuys. Want to remind you guys about our good little starter tournament for you to bankroll builders. Get your feet wet or just start building you up a stack. $500 guarantee, $10 minimum buy-in, $20 max buy-in with, $20 min buy-in, $30 max buy-in with $10 rebuys. Want to remind you guys about our good little starter tournament for you to bankroll builders. Get your feet wet or just start building you up a stack. $500 guarantee. Of course, I hope everybody's doing well here tonight. Monday night. Hope you got a good start to your week. Before you know it, the week will be gone and we'll be on the weekend again. I know everybody's excited for football season, that's for sure. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of you are. We got Jordan in the box tonight. Monday night. Hope you got a good start to your week. Picking up the cards here, we got. Before you know it, the week will be gone, and we'll be on the weekend again. Tristan under the gun there. That would be season, that's for Kevin. Sure. Maybe not everybody, but a lot of you are. We got Jordan in the box tonight. No, maybe Tristan is on the button. 7-7-10, so a flop for Javier that trips him up. He's going to trip up here with 7-6 suited. We're going to see this kind of game tonight is what it looks like. We'll just have to wait and see. But so far, it's going to get crazy. No, maybe Tristan. The two of clubs on the turn. No help for AJ, really. For Tristan. Javier, however, picks up the flush draw to go along with his trips. Tristan going to make a move here. We'll just have to wait and see. Greg just... So far, checking away, knowing that hoping he can bait him in. So far, it's working. Two of clubs on the turn. No help for AJ, really. For Tristan. Javier. And a five of spades. No help for either player, but Javier really didn't need any help at all. As he stares down the. Greg just so far checking away. Stares down at the trips. Hoping he can bait him in. And he's going to pick up that pot. Two of clubs on the turn. No help for AJ, really. For Tristan. Javier. And a five of spades. No help for either player, but Javier really didn't need any help at all. As he stares down the
Greg just so far checking away.
Stares down at the trips.
Hoping he can bait him in.
He's going to pick up that pot. And a 5 of club. Spades. No help for either player, but Javier really didn't need any help at all. McLovin now looking down at his 7-6 of clubs. See if it can do for him what it did for Greg. $10 straddle from Kevin. Dino Grigio and Pat folding. And Joey looked like he made the call. Looks like it's going to be deuce-7 on the flop.
See if it can do for him what it did for Greg.
McLovin with his 7-6, but Tristan picking up the set of twos, or the trip twos this time. So Tristan flopping the trips. We'll see how this works out.
Dino Grigio and Pat folding.
The queen hitting should slow Kevin down a little bit.
Joey looked like
he is just making the call.
Deuce-7 on the flop.
And a 10 on the river. Kevin checks it here, but trip twos surely cannot check it. And I don't see, unless
Tristan flopping the trips. We'll see how this works out.
The $40 bet. It's not a bad little value bet here. Could be just enough to get Kevin to call, but with 2 overs, I don't think he does. And he does let it go.
On the river. Kevin checks it here, but
smart move by McLovin.
Cannot check it.
Won't hear me say that very often. I try not to give credit where credit's due.
The $40 bet. It's not a bad little value bet here. Could be just enough to get Kevin to call, but with 2 overs, I don't think he does.
And he does let it go.
On the river. Kevin checks it here, but
smart move by McLovin.
Cannot check it.
Won't hear me say that very often. I try not to give credit where credit's due.
The $40 bet. Not a bad little value bet here. Could be just enough to get Kevin to call, but with 2 overs, I don't think he does.
And he does let it go. Smart move by McLovin. Dino Grigio with blind cards is going to make that call. Blind to us, anyway. Casino Pat with the King 7 suited is going to make the call, and so is McLovin. Joey raises it up to 15, though. Ten, 9, 2 hearts, so that's no big help except for anybody but Casino Pat. Don't know what Dean has. You could have a 10 hiding up under there, but Pat does turn the flush. He's going to bet it up for 20. And Joey, can't see him making the call with the gutty, and he goes away. Dean, however, does make the call, so he very well could have a 10 under there.
Big help except for anybody but Casino Pat. Don't know.
And a 6 on the river, so unless Dean has a
Pat does turn the flush.
ace of hearts under there, he's probably going to let this go.
Joey,
it is a 4th heart.
Making the call with the gutty, and he goes away. Dean, however, does make the call, so he very well could have a 10 under there. Big help except for anybody but Casino Pat.
Although I've been known to be wrong. There was this one time. A long time ago, I was wrong.
Ace of hearts under there. He's probably going to let this go.
And Pat picking up the win.
Making the call with the gutty, and he goes away. Dean, however, does make the call, so he very well could have a 10 under there.
Although I've been known to be wrong. There was this one time. A long time ago, I was wrong.
Ace of hearts under there. He's probably going to let this go.
And Pat picking up the win.
Making the call with the gutty, and he goes away. Dean, however, does make the call, so he very well could have a 10 under there.
Although I've been known to be wrong. There was this one time. A long time ago, I was wrong.
Ace of hearts under there. He's probably going to let this go.
Pat picking up the win.
Kevin raises 20. Greg fold.
Known to be wrong. There was this one time.
Dean calls.
A long time ago, I was wrong. Pat picking up the win.
Not everyone folded?
3 players. Dean checks.
No.
Pat checks. Kevin checks.
Unless I hit a 2.
Dean checks.
Yeah, 15.
Pat bets 15.
I just warned you about that too.
King 5, King 6, and a 3-4. So McLovin sneaking up on some people with his wheel. He's not going to sneak up too hard, but Dino Grigio with the flush draws is going to make a pretty hefty bet. Some of us call those Justin bets. Just in case he hits, he's going to. And the 4 on the river, no help for Dean, so let's see if he can find his way out of here on this deal. I would assume that he. Oh, no, he doesn't. He shoves all in. And McLovin is going to get the double up through Dean. Some of us call those Justin bets. Dean picking a tough time to bluff there. But it happens. We've all done it. See if he can find his way out of here on this deal. I would assume that he. Oh, no, he doesn't. He shoves all in. And McLovin is going to get. Aaron leading the way in chips right now with $5.95. Joey bringing up the tail end right now with $1.90. Time to bluff there. But it happens. We've all done it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He shoves all in. McLovin. Aaron leading the way in chips right now with $5.95. Joey bringing up the tail end right now with $1.90. Time to bluff there. But it happens. We've all done it. Aaron leading the way in chips right now with $5.95. Joey bringing up the tail end right now with $1.90. That King 10 of clubs in the +1 position looking pretty good for Aaron. Don't be surprised if he raises it up. Or don't be surprised if he doesn't. Sometimes you can look like a genius. Sometimes you can look like an idiot calling this game. Greg with a Queen Jack suited and Dino with a King 9. So Aaron, don't be surprised if he raises it up. Dino unsuited, however, would rather not see his king come up. Ace 6-8, 2 clubs. So Aaron now with the nut flush draw. Ace of hearts on the turn, though. Don't think I'll see too much betting going on until the river. 3 of hearts on the river. $50 pot. Probably won't see much betting. Could see a $15 bet here from, say, Aaron. Nut flush draw. Ace of hearts on the turn, though. Don't think I'll see too much betting going on. King 10 picking up the win. 3 of hearts on the river. $50 pot. Probably won't see much betting. Could see a $15 bet here from, say, Aaron. Nut flush draw. Dino reloading. King 10 picking up the win. Hearts on the river. $50 pot. Probably won't see much betting. Could see a $15 bet here. Dino reloading. King 10 picking up the win. So McLovin building a stack here just a little bit. Haven't seen him in a while. School's back in, so he will. So McLovin building a stack here just a little bit. Haven't seen him in a while. School's back in, so he will. King Jack again for Greg. Suited. 10-3-6 on the flop. No help for anyone. 3 hearts. Dean. 10-3-6. 2 hearts. Excuse me. No real help for anyone. King Jack again for Greg. Suited. 3 on the turn. Still no help. This is going to be the betting man's game here. Just see who wants to get out of it. Ace 3 versus Ace 4. Queen 6, however, picking up the big pair. At least out of the hands that are in. 9 of spades on the turn, though. Brings in the flush possibility. Joey having the big spade if it comes. River is a 10 of clubs, so Queen 6, still the winning hand here. It's going to get checked around to Joey, and he's just going to check it out, and he's going to win it. McLovin now building some chips, getting right up behind Aaron. Aaron was $610. McLovin with $545. Casino Pat right there in the middle at $395. Aaron looking down at pocket aces, and Dino with Queen 10 and Tristan with a Queen King. Tristan raised it to 15, but Aaron's going to 3-bet it up to 55 here. I think that's a 3-bet that says I don't want everybody to go away. I just want them to stay in, and he's going to get that from Tristan. But Dean, however, will go away. So heads up to the flop. Queen 3-6, worst possible card on the flop for Tristan. The ace, Queen 3-6. So Aaron now with the shove all in. That's good fold for Tristan there. Your knee jerk with a king high with your king kicker is almost, hey, I want to do that. And it's a good bet from Aaron because it also could represent a lower pocket pair, say jacks or tens, that it's trying to get higher cards out. But King Queen looking down for Joey. Several big cards. 3 of the queens are out, so queens are definitely going to be cheap in this hand. Pat with the Jack 9. He makes the call as well. Dean going to have a hard time finding his queen. He finds the best possible flop, really, though. 9-10 queen, so he now picks up the open-ended straight draw. 7 on the turn, though. No help for Dean. And a 4 of diamonds on the river. So no help for anybody, really. The Jack-9's ahead. Pat with the Jack-9. He's going to win this pot unless he gets bet out of it. Don't see that happening, but possibilities. So Dean now just flat and calling with pocket aces. Pocket aces all of a sudden becoming hot. It's getting folded around. McLovin with the other aces. So he has the 2 red aces. So we're going to see a couple all-inners. And a 3-bet and a 4-bet. And an all-in and a call. And it's aces versus aces. And here we are. And that's going to be a winner for both. Split pot, aces versus aces. Jordan always doing a great job in the box. He's gotten a whole lot better since he's been here as well. Tuesday night, we have our $3,000 guarantee every Tuesday, 7 p.m. $120 max buy-in, $45 min buy-in. We always exceed the guarantee on that tournament. So y'all should come check that out. What a massive 6 on the river there for McLovin. He's going to pick up the straight. Does bring in the flush as well. And great bet by Tristan. He bets him out of it. Bets him off the winner. Good job. Kevin not one to take too awful many risks, but he will take the occasional one. Dino raising to 20 with ace-jack suited. Aaron folding his king-4 suited. So heads-up action, 10-6, flopping the straight. But Dino with the flush draw. So let's see how this thing plays out. Dean with the quarter bet. turn is now a 10, so it puts the 4 card straight on the board. It actually gives Dino the lead again. He's in jacks. So actually, it's a better card on the river for Dean than he could have asked for. No spade on the river actually probably made him money. Made him a little extra money with that spade not hitting.
Yeah, it did. It took a little bit for everybody to show up.
Joey
Take
Paul.
students or
Yeah. It's open to anybody, but 90% of the students that show are the
Aaron
freshmen, the
Tristan
ones that are
Falls,
stuck in
Kevin
the dorms
Falls.
the first year. But it's open to
Greg
anybody,
Falls.
My Astros are winning.
as long as you got a second
how are
ID.
they?
Yeah,
What's the
they
score?
4-3 bottom of the second.
Who they playing?
Sure, we'll do 10 and run.
Man, we gotta
10
get
and
over
run.
that freaking
Dean,
that
that's
sweep
10,
against
Pat
the
Cross.
Mariners.
Oh,
Mariners
yeah, I heard
destroyed
about
us.
that, yeah.
They won all 3 games. Brutal.
Oh, that's pretty good club.
We were just on the way. I think we were only
Made
like
a
2
club,
games
five
behind the
club,
Rangers.
Jack
Yeah,
Falls.
So
Okay.
we were
Yeah.
making a push for
So
birds.
yeah, I'm trying to
I got
get
10
out.
on
So I got
Straight.
swept.
Yeah, those 3 fucking games messed us up.
At least give
Was
me a
it-
10.
oh,
so I
was it
can
over
say I
there?
was straight.
Or was
I
it
think it
Matt
was
Valley?
in Seattle.
Yeah, well, obviously I wouldn't have done anything.
But them
on that.
Rangers, dude, their team is
You got
solid.
you got
Yeah,
5
they
out of
this
me
year
more
finally?
than
Yeah, their team
normal.
is deep. They got a nice
The Rangers are
rotation
finally deep
bullpen.
again, huh?
They just got swept though. Yeah. That's Dallas though. I feel like it's always supposed to be our year.
No.
Yeah.
This
They were
year-
supposed
this
to be
year the
your
Rangers
year.
might be
The
looking at.
Orioles, they're really.
Oh, I heard about it.
I
Yeah,
think
they were
they're
close.
projected to win the AL actually.
Really?
Because they've been at the bottom
One of the odds we
for
both
like a
aces.
while.
Right.
At least 50.
Yankees not even make the playoffs. They're last in the division. Yeah.
Dang.
It's rough. I was like, anybody but
Supposed to have paid me off on that.
You're supposed to.
That's how that was supposed
Right.
to work. You're supposed to get aces.
Aaron Falls, Tristan Falls. Kevin Falls,
You
Greg Betts 5.
play fantasy at all?
Dean Falls.
You?
Yeah.
I'm sure you play quite a
Addicted,
bit.
dude.
You know a lot about sports like an
it's not
art pill.
addiction. Dedication.
Joey Check.
That's a good way to look at it, man. Stay positive.
You play? You play?
3 players. Greg
I
Check.
had the
Pat
10
Check.
pick out of 10-man league.
Dean missing out on that ace queen of clubs there. He had flop top pair and he was still ahead, but no longer in the hand.
Greg Check. Pat Betts.
Gonna get a check down, it looks like.
I do.
Pat with a $5 bet gonna pick up the pot. Sometimes all it takes is just a little bitty bet.
I almost put money on Sterling too. I would have bet.
He did everyone and then at the very end he put submissions to knock out he was $18,000 on DraftKings. He bid one of those crazy parlay bets or some crazy thing for free in MMA. And he got all of them.
Saturday night,
Yes.
we got done doing the casino party when
Uh-huh.
we watched, and we got to where gals were fighting, and then that one guy that was like the devil,
Yeah.
he kicked the shit out of that other
Yeah,
guy.
he did.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Typical Pat.
It was a great couple of
Yeah, it was pretty
I mean,
good.
at the start, it started slow. I was more impressed with Dallas that blocked.
Yeah.
Pocket fours for Greg, gonna make the call here. Of course, McLovin raising it up with an ace 8 off.
Yeah, it was a free hit thing, and he would have got that last one was like 15 grand for free. Yeah.
Aaron's card's not revealed, but 3 clubs on the flop gonna help out McLovin a little bit. He's still behind, but he does have a lot of outs. So any ace or any club now. Oh, and a 4. A 4 for Greg's gonna give him trips. He does have the set now. club on the river, though, would be highly terrible for Greg. And it is a club on the river. So the club on the river going to give McLovin the nut flush. Kevin betting the 80, hoping that Greg sees it as a bluff. Greg don't typically get trapped too very often in those bluffs, but let's see what happens here. Nice little pickup for McLovin there. Joey with a queen jack off, Aaron with a king 10. Tristan ahead to start the hand, or excuse me, Casino Pat ahead to start the hand with an ace 5. You do have an ace deuce on the flop, 2 spades. So Tristan and Pat both with a pair of aces. Not very big kickers, however. 8 of clubs on the turn, still no help really. Eights and 2s for Dino, though. So that was help for Dean. Dino Grigio picking up the 2 pair. At this point, Dean not wanting to see a, well, doesn't really matter what happens because that hand is over. Hey, Louie, it wasn't my fault, brother. I was 3 minutes late. The stream was 30 minutes late, brother. Come on now. Can't blame me for everything. Want to remind those of you that are in here watching, though, please hit that like button. Smash that thumbs up. Help us get the content out there. Share it on your social media. Let everybody know we're here. We're live. If you guys want to get in on the stream, get in touch with Rock up here at Stacks or talk to one of the girls in the cage, and they can get you on our next live stream list. Should be Wednesday night. 5 on the turn, giving McLovin a pair of 5s to go with those queens on the board. He is going to make the bet of $15. Going to take down this pot. Dean with an ace-9 of clubs under the gun. So that'll be a good little starting hand under the gun. Let's see what he does with it. He is just going to make the call. Casino Pat with a 9-8 of diamonds. He's happy to see that for $5. Aaron down there with pocket aces. He throws in the 5 before he looks at his cards, I believe. Or he would have probably raised that. Tristan with the ace 10 and Greg with a 9 deuce of hearts making the call. Queen 4 6, so no real help for any of the hands. Ace of hearts on the turn, so that's a good card for Aaron. It does give Tristan the pair of aces as well, so he's got top pair. He has a pretty decent kicker, so I could see him going ahead and battling this out. Dean also with the ace, so, oh, well, something's not right here. Something's not reading correctly here. We've got a duplicate card, red. Shows 2 ace of spades for Aaron, so we don't, I'm assuming Aaron probably does not have pocket aces at this point. The guys in the room will get a duplicate card warning, and they will. Aaron with the ace of spades, 3 of clubs in his hand. So actually Tristan ahead in this hand. So Tristan with the ace 10 picking up the win, giving him a $90 win on that pot. Dean with a 65% VPIP. That's a little bit higher than I would have expected to see Dean. Casino Pat right there in the middle at 39%, and Tristan bringing up the tail at 26% on the VPIP. Tristan with the 9-10 offsuit, making the call, making the raise to 15. Javier with folding his cards we never got to see. And Dean making the call with an ace-8. So going to a flop, heads up. Ace-deuce-queen. This should be a fairly quick hand. We'll see what happens. Tristan, however, going to go ahead and he is going to c-bet for 15, and Dean going to make the call. Another queen on the turn, so I would suspect we probably see a check here from Tristan, but he does. And Dean with the check back. And a 4 on the river, so no help really for anybody else, but aces and queens with an 8 kicker. Check down, and Dino going to win this hand. For you baseball fans out there, don't really care much for any of the other teams, but if you're a Texas fan, or a Texas team fan, I should say, the Rangers and the Diamondbacks going at it. They're scoreless right now, but the Astros up 1 on the Red Sox. And if I'm being honest, I like the Astros, but I want the Rangers to win it all this year, and so love to see the Red Sox go ahead and pull out this win if possible. If you are a baseball fan and you're an AL West fan, whether you're a Rangers fan or an Astros fan, the Mariners have been sneaking up. They are just 3 games out of first place in the West. It's kind of insane to watch. They've gone on a pretty good hot streak. Casino Pat laying down the 4-3. Gonna let Joey pick up a walk. McLovin at 610 now taking over the chip lead. Aaron in second place with 605. Casino Pat with 445. That rounds out the top three in the chip leaders right now. Dino taking another break. We get to see what his cards are. No, we're not. Tristan with a 10-4. Going to go away. Same for McLovin and Greg in the 6th seat. Dino with a King 5 suited. Of course, he's off the table. So, and that's a quick hand. Another walk. Joey bringing up the caboose of the train right now with 140 in chips. Javier just ahead of him at 180. You got Dino with 225 and Tristan with 305 right in the middle. Again, we're playing 5 on the button, no limit hold'em. Stack Social Club in Lubbock, Texas, 5004 Frankfurt Avenue. Doors open at 1 p.m. every day. Cash game starts soon after that. Afternoon games are always really good here. McLovin raising it to 10 with a 10-9. And Aaron looking down at a King Jack. Tristan now with 2 aces that are not the same suit and not the same ace. So I'm going to assume those are correct. And he is going to raise it up. He's going to raise it up to $40. He's probably going to get folded to. Aaron may be the only one to possibly call, but with it being heads up, he may not decide to. He does decide to look him up, see if he can flop something here. So Queen Jack versus Pocket Aces, heads up to the flop. And there's a 6-6 deuce, so fairly mundane. Tristan here might do good to check with this flop and hope to induce a bet. But he does bet 20. Kind of a light bet. I wouldn't have expected him to call. If I'm Tristan there with that flop, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the risk. I'm a little more aggressive, but I'm going to check back there and hope that I induce a bet of any kind. Because a king, queen, jack hits the turn, Aaron could take the lead there. Javier now looking down. He's got pocket kings, the Cowboys. He makes it $10. Ace-6 suited for Tristan, and McLovin's going to look down at an ace-9 off for 15 more, and he's going to make the call as well. He's actually going to raise it to 30. So he raises to 30 here. We could get a 4-bet from Greg. We're going to get a 4-bet from Greg to 90. That should get a fold out of Tristan, and very well could get a fold out of McLovin as well. And as I suspected, McLovin makes the fold. If you're around the Lubbock area and you're watching and you're interested in playing at Stacks, it's very easy. If you've never been here and you're not a member yet, it's very easy to become a member. It's a $20 lifetime membership or $10 daily membership. It could be a $10 daily membership, a $20 lifetime membership. You pay for hours. So if you're not from Texas and you're going to be in Texas and you want to come check it out, unlike casinos, they do not take a rate, but we charge by the hour. That's how the house makes money, and that's how it stays legal. So it is a social club, and so you do have to become a member in order to play. But if you're here in Texas and you want to come check it out in Lubbock, check us out. 5004 Frankfort Avenue, Suite 500.
Aaron got 15.
Yeah, I read well last week, and then 45 after.
Tristan raised him to 45.
Who's that guy in the one seat?
He's from Seminole.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it? I tried to bluff him with Ace of Diamonds playing the Omaha.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I bluffed all my chips off to him.
Yeah, but he only had Jack high.
Oh, he had queen high against me,
Yeah.
which
All in.
Aaron's all in.
was what it was.
Alright, I call.
You have
Call.
a flush?
Ace high flush.
God, I flopped two.
Oh,
Straight.
Yeah, he's
he
got
covered
it.
me. Yeah. Yeah, but I threw him down. I was like, how do you even not even think about it? Because he was 7. He's like,
How many other companies are there here?
There's one that can do like a party for 12 tables, I think.
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Something else that I've heard of, but I've not seen them. They just pick somebody off the street to go.
I know Spolney Rotten can do some, but
Yeah, that's right. Well, but that's
but they don't do very much.
no, it's very big either.
Yeah, they're not. Well, they're more about the party like decorations themselves, not so much the
Yeah, and the bouncers.
and the bounce houses and all that stuff. They're not so much for like specific, like
Yeah,
casino
dedicated,
specific.
like casino night, yeah.
Aaron's gonna be 5 o'clock.
Well, hold the cards, we'll change at some point. I gotta look at them first,
Aaron folds, Kevin folds, Greg raises 15, Dean folds, Pat folds, Joey folds. Adds up to the pot.
Some more players. This is gonna be a short
I'm
match.
gonna be a short night.
Greg checks, Pat checks.
Yeah, I'm only playing like 2 hours too. I've been dealing all day. It's my birthday.
Greg
Yeah,
checks,
fine.
Pat bets 10. Greg calls.
I was just trying to help the game. So.
Yeah, me too. Have a newborn at home.
Oh, you
My
do?
wife's watching it.
Oh yeah.
Greg bets 25.
Oh, look at that.
Pat folds.
Even better
Greg
hand.
shows
Cowboys.
They're kicking like riding a horse.
Greg raises 10, Dean folds, Pat calls 10,
There's 10 there. It's called stick 'em and lick 'em.
Joey calls,
Okay.
Aaron calls,
Forgot I put the 5 up there.
four players. Greg checks, Pat checks, Joey checks, checks around. Greg checks, Pat checks, Joey bets 15. Aaron calls 15. Greg folds,
I need a river.
Pat calls.
We're gonna get one. Whether you need it or not.
Gotta go cry. 3 players. Pat checks. Joey bets 45. Aaron folds.
None of it.
Pat folds.
Was it Jack good? Jack no good, right?
You have to look it up. I don't wanna lie to you. It's like,
You had a king. I had a Jack 8. See,
I might have got the best hands to fold. I don't know. The only way I can win that one, I think, a bit.
These guys can tell when he bluffed. He said you can watch it on the stream. Right?
Yeah, you can watch on the stream,
I got $10 show.
it'll show that I bluffed you.
He's a mean man.
That's the only way I can win it.
Opportunity knocked.
I would never bluff.
I bet on the turn hoping you guys would just fold. And you guys both
Dean
called. I was
calls
like,
10.
shit, now I gotta bet again.
Pat calls 10.
I love that though. It's like shit. Oh, we
John
gotta tell the
calls
story.
I gotta bet it now.
Aaron folds. Kevin
At
calls.
least the board paired, so it didn't put
Greg-
another card
Greg
that was
checks.
open over.
Five players. Greg checks. Steve checks. Pat checks. Joey checks. Kevin bets 25. Greg folds. Dean folds.
Yeah, he holds them.
Pat folds. Joey folds.
Make McLovin with the quick win there with the pair of queens. Aaron now leading chip-wise with 863, so he's moved up pretty good. McLovin still at 575, and Joey bringing up the tail at 185. We're moving on to hand number 38.
Dean raises 10, Pat calls 10.
Jack 10 for Dean and Casino Pat with a king 7 of spades. McLovin folding around.
Dean checks, Pat checks. Greg bets 10. Dean calls. Pat
Yeah,
calls.
Joey, you should see when I was playing an online tournament, best read of my life. I was like, there's no way he has top full house. Call him.
Dean
He
checks,
just had quad.
Pat checks.
So my read was still right. You were right. You did not have the hand you said he.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way you can have this.
Folds.
Yeah. You just got a full house. We got four kind of stuff. Yeah.
So we're now down to 6-handed. So anybody that's around here watching, come on in. We got a seat open for you here on the live stream. Dean on the button with $5. No straddle. Hadn't been much straddling going on tonight, but Pat under the gun. Gonna look down, and he's gonna look down at a Jack 6 of clubs and make a quick call. Joey with a 10 deuce folds. Aaron going away as well as McLovin, though, raising up to 15 with a King Jack suited. King Jack of spades for McLovin. He's going to get a call for 10 more from Pat and from Dean. And a Jack 5-6. So Pat with 2 pair. Dean with a pair. And McLovin now a king on the turn. So now we got 2 pair versus 2 pair. Dean going to get out of the way once this bet starts. And Pat, we're going to go for 25. And Kevin going to raise it up to 45, excuse me. No, 55, excuse me. 55. Can't raise it to 45. Dean going to get on out of there, and Pat making the call. And it's going to be a 10 on the river. So it does bring the straight in there, if possible. Kevin going to make the bet. So where Pat might have raised before, he's just going to make the call. King Jack for 2 pair. Pat's going to see the bad news. Joey with the under the gun card's going to take a look. And he makes a quick fold. Not a lot of action at this table. This is a fairly tight table. Joey might be the loosest player at the table.
Kevin checks, Greg checks.
6 on the turn. No help for anybody. Pocket queen. So Pat and Javier now sharing the win. The pair of 4s on the river for McLovin going to give him this pot. So he does river with a 5-4. And by the way, Joey, that is not an insult at this table. See what Aaron takes a look at under the gun. He's going to have a 9-4. He's going to go away from that. McLevin with a 6-5 could make a call, but he won't. A little bit of a surprise. He likes to play those crazy cards once in a while. And Joey going to get a call from Casino Pat. Joey going to make a raise to 20. And they're going to run it down for $20. Queen 6, 9, 9. And an ace. Pat going to take it here. He had it all the way. Pat with a $10 win. Big pot. Big pot. A win is a win, though. A win is a win. Scheduled to be with you here till midnight. We're about 43 or 4 hands in. Aaron, the big winner so far tonight at $863. I don't know what his cumulative winnings are. Hand 42, just as I suspected. Dean now with the fold of a 9-8. Casino Pat makes the call for $10 more, and Aaron folds, so we're now heads up. 10-7 versus King 8. 9-7-4 on the flop, so McLovin picking up the pair. And a 5 on the river, so no help for Pat. It's going to be a win for McLovin unless someone bets him off of it. That someone being Pat. McLovin with a $25 profit on that hand. We'll take it. He is up there at 725 in chips, so he's moved on up the leaderboard as well. He's done well for himself tonight. Javier in the middle with 340, and Dino now at the bottom end with 162. Tristan exited the table just a little while back, so... Javier with a 3 deuce of clubs going to raise it up to 10. So Greg getting a little bit frisky here, just trying to push the game forward here. Casino Pat with a 7 deuce making the call, and a 7-5 ace, 2 clubs. So Pat now flopping second pair. However, Greg with the flush draw. Let's see what happens here. Aaron with, believe it or not, starting out with the best hand with a 10-9. And by ways, it is going to be a 3 on the turn, so it is not going to be the club. It's not going to be a club. Greg's still trailing now. Needs a deuce 3 or a club. It's a king, so it is no help. Pat with the pair of 7s is actually winning this hand. And with a check from Greg, he's going to bet out $10, and Greg's going to let it go. Casino Pat's Jack 8, leading so far until McLovin pulls up pocket aces. Going to be hard to extract any money out of this pot here. He is going to raise it up to 20. Greg going to go away, and Pat going to look down at his cards. The only way he gets any money here is if Pat gets a jack, maybe even an 8, but they got to stay little. And he does flop a jack, so Pat now with the top pair on the board, but he is playing from behind. McLovin betting 20, and so Pat going to call right away. Kind of tells McLovin all he needs to know. It is a 6 on the turn, so the only way Pat now wins is if a jack comes. He's down to 1 jack, so he's going to have the case jack. And it is a 10 of diamonds. He's going to get checked on the river. So Pat winning there. McLovin winning the pot with a pocket aces, of course. $65 profit for McLovin. If you guys are in here watching, please go ahead and smash that like button. Help us get our content out there. Joey with the ace-9 and Casino Pat with the king-9. Aaron 9-7. He's going to go away. He may make the call here for $10 with a 9-7. They are connectors, so. McLovin going to get out of the way. Dino with cards that we have not been able to see yet, but he does bet the 15. Aaron bets the 15, I guess. No? There is a river on the board. Looks like we have 2 players still with cards. Not sure what happened there. DJ says, happy birthday, Dean. Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Dino. Dino Grigio. Pat now going to be the button hand with 5 on the button. Jordan taking in the tips as he can. Joey with a 10-9 offsuit. He's on the button, so there was a straddle, and he's going to make the call. Oh, and a 7-7 ace. 2 diamonds on the flop, so no help really for anybody, but a queen of clubs. You guys have got to look at Aaron in the 2 seat there and tell me he does not look like Aziz Ansari, the comedian, office actor. He looks like Aziz to me. Aaron with a 7-6 of clubs, McLovin with a 10-9 offsuit. Aaron under the gun, 7-6, could make this call here pretty easily. We would like to see a little bit of action. McLovin gonna just slowly call. Javier with a Jack-5 gonna make the call as well. Dino making the call, and Casino Pat of all people folding here. Joey with the option, 6-4. 2 of his outs are gone thanks to Pat, or Pat's hand. Jack 9-10. So Jack 9-10 on the flop. So McLovin picking up 2 pair. Javier with the pair of jacks. Aaron, though, however, with the club flush draw. This could turn into a very interesting hand. 3 ways to a turn. The 8 on the turn is going to give the straight to Aaron now. Aaron does have the straight with a 7-6, 10 high straight, and he does have the club redraw. McLovin with 2 pair. Aaron bets it, and McLovin just going to make the call. Greg going to get out of the way. He knows his jacks are no good at this point. And it is the ace of clubs, so Aaron now with the flush. Aaron going all in, and McLovin making the snap fold. He's not gonna look him up there. Kevin a little bit too tight for that. Seeing a rare straddle here from McLovin. Straddle for McLovin, but he does look down at a king 10, so that'll be a decent straddle hand, especially in this group. Casino Pat making the call with queen jack offsuit. Javier making the call with a 9-5 of diamonds, and Aaron with pocket 7s. So we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. It's a 7-5 queen, so trips for Aaron. He does flop the set. Looks like seat 2 is heated up just a little bit. Going to get a call here from McLovin and a call from Pat. Excuse me, no, McLovin folded. So Casino Pat making the call with top pair, but he does not realize he's behind a set right now. So Pat now looking up the butt end of a set with his queens. Oh, and there we go. He's going to end up all in. Pat all in with the top pair, and he has the straight draw. And no, he doesn't. Just the queens. And the 8 on the turn. So, I mean on the river. No help. And that's going to be a loss for Pat. So Pat now, looks like Pat could be taking his leave. Pat putting the readers away, and so it looks like his day is done. So looks like we're down to 5-handed here. Be careful, Pat, getting home. Have a good night. We got Javier with a king queen and Dino with a queen 7 of spades. Aaron with an ace-9 off and McLovin with a 10-3 of hearts. McLovin going to make this call here. He's never going away for $5 more. Not with a suited 10-3. Offsuit 10-3 he might have. So, stacks all in. We did get a fold. Dino with the fold. So, 3 ways to a flop. Not enough people to be a stacks all in. If you're in here watching, go ahead and comment in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions about stacks, about the game, anything like that. Just shoot them in there. I'll respond. Joey with pocket 6s and Dino with pocket 10s. Javier, let's see what he has. Aaron going to go away. McLovin going away as well. Greg with a 10-3, so he goes away. We're going to be heads up to a flop. 6s versus 10s. Oh no, we got straight draws coming out. 6s are still behind, but there's some outs. Gonna get an all-in and a call. I don't know, a $15 bet and a run out is what we're going to get. A fold from Joey. He folds that pair of sixes fairly quickly.
He's gonna bet 65 or 70. You got a snap for it. He's about 50. That's what I said. That's why I said I'm gonna let you out.
Aaron now with 1,100 in chips. Leading the way. McLovin with 725. Javier with 285. Dino with 175. And Joey at 150. Joey going to be under the gun. Joey under the gun looking down at a king 7 of clubs. Aaron with a 6-4 and McLovin with a 10-9. Greg going to go away with a 6-5 or 7-5 and Aaron with a 6-4. Heads up to the flop. Aaron with a 6-4. And 6-4 is behind. Ace-Jack flopping the what essentially is a gutty. He's got to hit the 10. A bet from Dean, though, going to pick up this pot pretty quickly.
Actually, they weren't Joe's. They were like
Churchy black face hands.
no, they were church. They were just regular church.
They started saying that, and Joey was like, "You buy chips over there."
No, they came in and they were just stopping there. And I was like, "Hey, the chips are over there." They're like, "No, no, we're going to the mission." Blah blah blah. You made it 69. I was like, "Well, you're good."
What's going on, fellas? I got the 6 taken, but 5, 8, 2, 1 and 2. I'm sorry, 1 and 3. Fold, fold. Air folding, Kevin folding. Red, storms. Dean raising a 10. Joey folding, they're gonna run it.
So these cards have little chips in them, so they're reading it on stream. So you just scan them on that little box. Oh, they've never. He said they were new.
I never said they were new.
That's what I heard.
I was like, it was. I said 2 people walked in.
Yeah, he did say 2 people.
Well, I bet you. You got a set of threes and I had aces.
Oh, yeah, you got me.
You got it. You got that game maybe knocked out. You got still on the aces and
God dang.
so they had like the no flush draw.
McLovin with a 10-9 offsuit. Kevin now sitting down. That's going to throw me off just a little bit. McLovin is actually Kevin, and now we have a Kevin in here. So, Kevin with a jack 6 of diamonds. Dino with a 5-3. Going to fold and go away. Junior now, also sitting down at the table. Queen 10 for Joey. Ace 10 7 on the flop. Ace 10 8 on the flop, excuse me.
Kevin checks. Joey checks.
So 7-6 with a straight draw. Deuce on the turn. No help for anybody. Pair of 10 still leading the way for Joey. Kevin with a check. And Joey going to go ahead and bet out $10. Aaron with the gut, he's going to go ahead and make the call. And it is going to be a 9 of spades on the river. So the 9 helping Aaron, but it probably hurt his chances of getting any money because it's a spade. So Joey, however, probably more likely to call for the straight card hitting than he would have if it was a spade. So if that's a 9 of hearts, Aaron probably makes a little bit of money. Glad to see we got a couple more players in here. We'll see how long they go. Joey with a king 9 offsuit. Aaron with a 6-3 suited gonna fold. We're gonna get calls around the table. It's gonna be Junior versus McLovin. Heads up. King 4-8, 2 diamonds. Junior's card's not red, so we don't know what Junior has. We know that Kevin has just about nothing, or McLovin has nothing. Kevin gonna make the bet and pick up the pot. Javier not at the table, so he don't get to play his Queen Jack of clubs. Joey with the Queen 8, he's gonna let that go too. See, folds around the table. McLovin gonna raise it to 15, and Kevin gonna make the call. McLovin with the Ace 3. Kevin with a King 9. And it is a King 3-9, so it's actually kind of a dangerous flop because McLovin could be leading out. He does lead out here. Try to see where he's at with his pair of threes. Kevin checks and check back from McLovin here. McLovin going to check here, and Kevin going to go ahead and lead out for something here. Pair of threes, not going to make the call. Told y'all it's going to be hard. I want to call McLovin Kevin because he is. So it's hard not to call him Kevin. Dino now under the gun. Greg on the button for 5. Javier with a King 7 of clubs, making the call. Looks like they're just going to run it down. And the King 7 is going to take the pot. Again, we're playing 5 on the button. No limit hold'em here at Stacks Social. 5004 Frankfurt Avenue, Suite 500. Doors open every day at 1 p.m. Cash game typically starts up very soon after that. Typically around 1:30 at the very latest. McLovin, no call from him. Kevin with a Queen Deuce of Hearts. He's going to make the call. Javier raising to 15 with big slick offsuit. And going to get a fold. And an Ace Queen Jack. So queens now. Kevin flopping a pair of queens. Javier, though, flopping top pair with top kicker. And Dean going to be just checking until there's a bet. Javier making a bet, and Dean going to snap fold. Queen or a deuce for Kevin is the only thing that helps him out here. And with that fold, Javier's going to pick up the win.
Yeah, just like the last athletic. I don't like to do it before that because then everybody can share.
Yeah. Is there gonna be a last place thing?
Joey with pocket queens. He raises it up to 15. Kevin with a king 10 going to make the call.
Kevin folds, Greg calls. Dean
Greg with pocket fives making the call. And Dino Grigio with a jack 10 making the call as well. Junior with cards we have not gotten to see yet. So pocket pair twice. And overs. Ace, king 7. So now Kevin in the driver's seat. But Dino with the gut shot Broadway draw. But he needs Joey to trip up in order for that to happen. So that means there's only 2 outs for him. 6 of hearts, no help for anybody that we know of. Unless Junior has pocket 6s.
Junior bets 15.
So Junior betting out for 15. Joey going to
Kevin calls.
go away here.
Folds. Dean calls.
Kevin making the call as well as Dino. And it is an ace on the river, so unless Junior has an ace under there, or pocket 6s, or pocket 7s, or pocket kings. Kevin just making this flat call here for 20. Junior going to show pocket 8s, so we had another pocket pair there. So king's going to pick up the pot.
Pocket 8 spades, 8 of hearts.
Give that man 2 pair one time.
What are you doing in there with Queen Jack? Do you really have Queen Jack?
No,
What?
I did have a gut shot though.
No.
I had Jack 10.
2 pairs.
I needed a
Air
queen.
folds.
I needed a queen.
I was gonna fold with an eye raise.
I was just
Joey's
saying
foot.
Kevin
I did the
folds,
same thing
Greg
last time. I
folds.
was like, I was gonna. Oh wait, that's Kevin.
Dean calls. Junior folds. Joey calls. 3 to the flop.
I had pocket queens that time, so you are pocket queens.
You have pocket queens?
Kevin bets 10. Dean calls. Joey folds.
Yep.
Heads up.
Getting big parties out of position.
Kevin checks. Dean checks.
That's funny.
35. Dean raises to 75.
Happy birthday.
Call.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Straight. The big straight.
Look, look at that.
75 total.
And half what's funny is I had 8-3, so like I literally went runner. I was like, there's no way my hand's good.
I appreciate you.
What are you calling with?
You know, I
Come with he had a flush draw on the flop.
mass value there. Should've done that.
No.
He did. He had a flush draw.
I saved you $30, buddy.
I said happy birthday.
I know. I saved you $30. I gave you a rebate.
Yeah, he had $30 behind just in
If
case.
you raise, if you made it 80, I fold.
I know.
75, I call.
That's why I saved you $30.
I got a $10 straddle from Kevin.
75.
At closing.
Huh?
What?
Saved you $30.
I don't know. I can't keep a track of this math right now.
I
Your
left
$10
$30
straddle?
behind.
Kevin
Yeah, he could have
folds.
went all in for 105.
I would have folded for all of them.
Greg
No, you
folds.
wouldn't. No, you
Snap fold. I was just like, no fucking way.
I have the
Yeah, I'm going
1
to.
and 3 seat open.
I was like, there's no way he's got 9-10. Maybe we're chopping
Greg
for 5.
folds. Junior folds. Joey calls.
But I'll be damned.
He
was allowed- he was allowed to have it.
He is allowed to have like that one was sneaky because it was a gut shot for the nuts.
Mine was sneaky, and then his got bomb the turn.
3 players. Kevin checks.
15.
Joey bets 15.
Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I thought I had Jack too.
Whatever you want to say. Either way.
I swear to God, I thought
I'll see on the live stream.
I told you. I couldn't.
Jack 8-5. Joey's going to pick up that win
Yeah, 9 cent half.
with just a simple bet. McLovin pre-flop raising 29% of the time. Kevin and Junior, neither one have, and Aaron been playing for a while and only a 3% pre-flop raise. Raising pre-flop 3% of the time. That's pretty good. That's a pretty tight percentage there, even though it's pre-flop raising.
If it's anything but a 3-bet.
Greg with a queen 9 suited, going to raise it up to 15. Junior folds. Joey with the ace 9 of spades. So he has a suited 9 as well, but his is just a little bit better than Greg's. And McLovin with the ace queen off. McLovin 3-betting it to $35 with his ace queen. And Joey going to make the call as well. So 105 in the pot. We're going 3 ways to a flop. 7 king 10. So no help really for anyone. McLovin with the gutty. And he does hit it. He turns Broadway. So ace on the river is the only thing that helps Joey, and a queen, Greg, and a queen's the only thing that helps Joey. And Joey's going to fold here. Greg bets the 30, and McLovin calls. Oh no, McLovin raises. Don't see the benefit of the raise there from McLovin. Oh, he does make the call. Wow. Greg does make the call. Is an 8. So 8 now with the jack, or excuse me, 8. Man, I'm stuttering through this. My bad. King high straight versus Broadway. And that's exactly why McLovin raises that up. Sorry, I stuttered through that hand horribly. Forgive me. Junior now with 65 in chips. Aaron at 1,200. Kevin in the middle with 140. Kevin and Greg now. Jack 5 versus Queen 7. Or Jack 8 versus Queen 7. Excuse me. 9-4-4 on the flop. Wow. I'm having a hard go of it tonight. A 9 on the turn. That's 2 pair. Hard to miss that board. Until the computer says otherwise. And the river. There's going to be a queen. So given Greg the 2 pair, the bigger 2 pair with queens and 9s. He bets it out for $40. So Javier on the button. He's going to get a call from McLovin. He's going to raise it to 15. Excuse me. Queen deuce suited here for Greg. Looks like Dino is headed on out for the night. Happy birthday again, Dino. Glad to see you tonight. Ace 7-10 on the flop. So McLovin now flopping the top pair. No real big thing for Greg, so he's going to go away to that bet. Hand number 64 now underway. We've been moving right along here. Of course, when you're short-handed, it goes pretty quick.
So one thing I miss about USA, I used to have USA, and they rebate you on every ATM charge, ever, no matter where you're at.
I get that with Citibank. Kevin folds, Kevin calls, Greg calls. Junior checks.
And so you don't have to worry about the ATM because at the end of every month they just rebate you the ATM fees.
There's no
Three
it's
players.
profitable, I feel like.
See ya.
See you later.
See you, dude. Happy birthday, brother.
Yeah,
USA,
happy
have a good
birthday.
one. USA is the military bank, so I mean,
Why'd you leave that one?
Kevin
If you don't-
checks.
I mean,
Greg bets
if there's
5.
something crazy, I don't know.
no, I've
Just yeah.
divorced the lady that was
Junior
had it.
calls. Kevin calls.
That was the veteran. I was
That
like,
makes sense. That makes sense now that you say it like that.
yeah.
Was it good insurance though?
The insurance
Greg bets 15.
on our mortgage was real good. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I hear they got
calls.
pretty good
Oh, sorry,
rates.
junior
so.
calls. Kevin
Yeah, I mean
calls.
we had our
Great
insurance
player.
and stuff with them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, last year AJ kept trying to sell me life insurance.
You probably need life insurance. I'm a life insurance agent. I can sell you some too if you want.
Yeah?
It's not expensive for you.
Kevin bets 30.
What are you,
Greg
21?
calls.
When 21? I don't have great family history.
Well, but here's the thing: the way they determine it is based on your current health and your current age. So as long as you're not taking any like,
There's a scratch right here.
okay, that won't affect anything.
No?
But the thing that they have for guys that are younger is they have stuff
Oh,
where like
shut up.
you can
Two
aces
pair.
and fours, kings and eights.
2 pairs. Aces and 4s.
Button move.
That's fair.
Where you can pay your premium. Let's just say you want it for 25 years,
Mm-hmm.
and you're paying $100 a month for 25 years, or whatever. And then at the end of that 25 years, if you don't use it, they give you all your premium back.
They give it all of
Really?
and that's life insurance?
It's like a return of premium.
So if I don't die,
if you don't die or use any of the premium, like because you can use it for stuff while you're still alive. If you have like a heart attack or a stroke.
does it go with like inflation or anything?
No.
No? Wow. Actually,
But you literally, so you can get $1,200 a month times 25 years. I mean, you know.
it's like a savings.
Yeah, it's like a savings
It
account if you
is
don't die.
kind of, but you get a life insurance benefit the whole time. So
Mhm.
Dude, we're basically selling this. Man,
that's what I'm saying. Young kids, it's better for you to get it
Very cool.
because you're in your earning years, and most of the time,
Kevin raises 15.
what's going to happen to you guys is
Kevin
most likely
calls.
going to be an accident of some kind.
yeah.
You're not going to have a
Greg
heart
calls.
attack. You're not going to have a stroke.
Junior folds.
Aaron with a queen 10. McLovin, of course, cards not exposed. Probably intentionally knowing Kevin. He just likes to mess. McLovin. I've got to realize we have 2 Kevins at the table. So ace, king, 4, 2 spades. Kevin with the flush draw. McLovin checking. So Javier with a Broadway draw. Aaron also with a Broadway draw.
Well, just under 30 for most of them. Turn on 40 for all of them.
Greg calls.
It's not a lot.
Still good. Yeah. And just in case.
Yeah, I mean, because if something does happen, then
Aaron with the Broadway draw. He's going to bet out for 25. Kevin's going to snap call him for 20. So, and it is a jack. So now Broadway is hit for Aaron. It's crazy to see as Aaron's hit. Kevin's still with the kings and no spade flush. So Aaron now picking up the win. $80, $100 bet. Not sure how Kevin would be willing to make any call here, and he does fold. So
I've got the 1, 3, and 7 open. I appreciate it, bro.
looks like we got us a new player sitting in.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, here.
McLovin with a 7 deuce of diamonds under the gun. He's going to lay that one down. Greg going to look down. We're not sure what his cards are. And Jason, welcome to the table, Jason. Jason now sitting in the what is considered the 7th seat. Jason sitting down and wasting no time getting involved. He's going to raise it to 75. Aaron with pocket queens. So he is going to get a call here more than likely. I would suspect he gets a 4-bet. No, just a call. And it looks like they're going to run it out here. Pocket. Is that pocket kings? Cannot see if that's pocket kings or if that's king jack. Did we get an all in? I can't see if that's pocket kings or not, but I'm assuming it must be. It is a king on the river, so either way the queens lose. They are going to run it more than once, it looks like. It looks like it's a king jack. Could be black kings though. Or 2 full boards. And that looks like a king on the river as well. Of the second board, but I cannot tell. It was pocket kings, and it was a king on the second. That could have been a queen on the river. I don't know. It's hard to see. It definitely looks like that the queens did not win either hand, with Jordan counting out the chips. So. Wow, what a brutal hit for Aaron right off the bat. Jason sits down with pocket kings, and he makes a double up out of this. Aaron losing 90% of his stack there. Wow, Jason now up to 2K all the way, all of a sudden, and Aaron all the way down to 275. Man, that is a tough hit right there. Great for Jason. Jason very happy with what he sees. Wow. Greg going to look down at pocket jacks in the +1 position. McLovin in the straddle. McLovin straddle him with a 6-3. Greg going to raise it up to 35. Going to get folded around. Looks like it said pocket aces, but it was not pocket aces. So Greg gonna pull down the win there.
So you have to scan it though. It'll be just kind of going back and forth with this.
Pocket eights for, or excuse me, 8-6 for Jason. He makes the fold. Javier with queen 10. He raises to 10. Junior with pocket fives making the call. Jeff with ace 4. He's going to make the call as well. And McLovin 3-betting to 30 with a jack 10 suited. Javier probably going to make this call here. I can't imagine he folds for 20 more. Junior with pocket fives. He's probably going to go all in here. Wow. Pretty disciplined play. A lot of people in that position kind of throw their hands up in the air at that point and say, well, I have a pocket pair. I might as well give it a shot. 3 hands to flop. Jeff flopping trip 4s right off the bat. So Jeff now sitting down, picking up a big hand. 6 on the turn. No help. $50 from Jeff. Kevin going to go away, and so is Greg. So Jeff don't quite pick up the double up on his first hand, but he's going to see a winner. Junior down now to 30 in chips, while Jeff is sitting, or Aaron's sitting right in the middle at 275, and Jason with the big stack right now, and the big cumulative winnings at $2,000, about $1,000 up. Raised to 15 from McLovin here. Greg going to look down at ace-jack suited. He's going to 3-bet it to 40. Kevin going to make the call. And a queen 10-6. So Javier now picking up the Broadway draw, and he does pick up an ace on the turn, but McLovin with the diamonds on the turn. So now with the diamond flush draw is a 10 of hearts. So no help for Kevin. Kevin's going to lose the hand. Greg wins with a pair of aces. And he picks up the $175 profit. Hand number 70 now. We're flying through the hand. Usually we're about, I don't know, hand number 55 or so. So we're moving pretty quickly through them. Got 2 more hours here with you on the live stream. As long as the game holds, and I'm sure it will. Aaron with a 9-7 going to make the fold. Jeff making the call with an ace-5. And Jason on the button folds. Junior versus Jeff. Getting an all 9 king. Junior picking up a straight draw. Jeff with nothing at this point. So 15 from Jeff here, and Junior going to make the fold. So he's down to, looks like he's down to about 25 in chips. Playing really tight, trying to make himself a double up here somewhere. Aggression frequency, I mean, McLovin at 51% and Junior down at the very bottom with 20%. Do what?
Joey folds. Aaron folds. Jeff calls. Kevin folds. Greg folds. Jason folds. Junior checks. Heads up. Jeff checks. Junior checks. Jeff checks. Yeah. She moving? Check. Throw down.
Check on the river, and Junior's going to lose the hand. He is down to 20. Junior holding on tight here. He's looking for a double up. Believe me, I've seen it happen. I ran $5 up to about $435 in about 40 minutes. So it can be done, Junior. Hold on there.
Aaron folds. Jeff folds. Kevin raises 15. Greg folds.
Raise to 15 for McLovin. Javier going to make the fold and get out of the way. Looks like Junior's going to take his final stand here with an ace-10 offsuit. Maybe it won't be his final stand. But Joey making the call with an ace-jack. So King 8-4 on the flop. 7 on the turn. Junior needs a 10 and a 10 only. And he does catch the 10. Catches the 10, he's going to win the pot. Junior getting the triple up here. Going to triple back up, and he's going to have himself a little bit of a stack to deal with now. And there you go. One, it just takes one. Ace queen from Jeff and pocket deuces for Aaron. Get a 3 on the turn, so that's going to be 2 3s on turn, 3s and 2s. But Jeff does have the ace, so it's 3 3s. Excuse me. That board is not picking everything up. It's frustrating. McLovin going to look down under the gun. He did straddle, so it's an under the gun straddle for 10. Queen 9 suited, so not a terrible hand to straddle with. He's going to get raised 10, 20 more. Or he's going to get raised, or excuse me, he didn't get called. McLovin going to raise it up another 25 more, so. Diamonds versus diamonds. King deuce versus queen 9. Oh my goodness. So 9-9 king. Jeff flopping top pair, but McLovin flopping the trip 9s. He's a bet 15, and Jeff's going to raise it up to 50. Kevin, though, re-raising here. I'm not real sure how this works out. I don't know how he gets a call here. I'm telling you, if I get re-raised there, I don't think I'm gonna make that call. But Jeff makes the call. Kevin gonna be loving this right now. A deuce on the turn, so no help for either player. Kevin's still ahead. Check, check, and then a queen on the river. So now McLovin with a full boat.
But I mean, yeah, she could go to work or something.
Jason still leading the way with 2K in chips after he has that monster double up the very first hand he sits down at.
Junior action will start on me. It's going to be $20. Joey folds, Jimmy folds, Aaron folds,
Javier going to look down at ace king.
Kevin flop queen. Greg raises 70. 50 more, 70 total.
Jason making the call with the ace 10. We're going to get re-raised here. Raised to 70. And so Jason making the call again. McLovin going to try to scan those cards, but he doesn't really care because they're no good for him. When a 10-9-9, boy, those 9s are hot. Jason now, though, picking up top pair, 75 from Greg. What does Jason decide to do here? Does he feel like he's got the winning hand with a 10? I mean, he's got to feel like it if he's... And Greg with the fold. Joey's gone just about silent here in the last, I don't know, hour or so. Have hardly seen him play a hand. He has tightened way up. So Jason under the gun. No straddle. Jason first to act. 9-4. Don't see him making the call here. Junior looking down at a couple of cards we have not seen yet.
Jason folds, Junior folds.
Junior folds, Joey as well. So McLovin making it a raise to 15. And Aaron with the only one to call. So Aaron with the 9-7, McLovin with an ace 10. And a 9-7-4, Aaron flopping 2 pair. Check, check. And a 5 on the turn. No help for McLovin whatsoever. So Aaron betting and McLovin making the fold. The quick fold. 9-deuce versus 9-3. Strong hands here. Except they're both out of the way, so we're going to see a new hand. Junior now under the button. He's got about 60 or so in chips left. And that is what he's got, $60 in chips. We watched him take 20 to 60 or 80, so Joey under the gun with the quick fold. Aaron as well making the call, and then fold from Jeff and McLovin. Greg makes the call for 5. I'm going to get a raise here from Jason. He raises it to 20. Junior with a king queen going to make the call as well. Javier with king 10 makes the call. Aaron with a pocket pair of 2s. So the king's kind of cheap. And it's going to be an ace queen 4, 2 clubs, no help for anyone. Junior behind here with a pair of queens. Jason leading the way with ace jack and the Broadway draw. Backdoor Broadway draw. Javier with the Broadway draw, as well as Junior having the Broadway draw. Backdoor Broadway draw. 100 from Jason. He's leading out from the head. Junior letting it go. Aaron as well. And Javier going to let it go. So Jason adding to that stack. Jason pushing his stack up to 2,200. McLovin a ways behind him in second place at 875. Jeff in the middle at 225, and Junior bringing up the rear at $40. Aaron looking down at an ace-7. He's going to make the call. Jeff and McLovin both making the fold. Javier throwing his cards away Javier making the call with a 9-6 suited. Jason going away. Junior with a king 2 suited making the call for $5. And Joey with a 9-6 going to just check it out. It's like a king 5-8 on the flop. So Junior now with that pair. Javier though picking up the gutty. Javier and Joey both, picking up the gutty. All in for 35 from Junior, and that's Greg gonna make the call here because he has the flush redraw, so he can't be going away. And a 3 on the turn, and ace of diamonds on the river gonna give Greg the win. He is gonna knock Junior out finally. Junior hangs strong with that little stack. He tried to stay in there. He tried to stick it out as long as he could. Want to remind those of you that are watching about our Tuesday $3,000 guarantee tournament. $120 max buy-in, $45 minimum buy-in. Guarantee usually always goes over the $3,000 mark. So make sure y'all check that out. We also have our bankroll builder on Saturday and Sunday nights at 7 p.m. $20 minimum buy-in, $30 maximum buy-in, $10 rebuys. Great for the person starting out, just learning how to play poker, or Great for someone who's really just trying to start up and build a stack, build a bankroll from nothing. Javier raising to 15 with a queen 10 clubs. Joey with the fold, folding on around. McLovin making the call. So we're going to be heads up. Jack 9 versus queen 10. It is an ace jack 9. So McLovin taking the lead here, but what does he know it? Ace on the turn. We're going to get a check. Could we get a bet here? A bet from Kevin, or McLovin. And we're going to get a fold from Greg. So the other Kevin is gone, so now I don't have to worry about saying McLovin Kevin all the time. McLovin going to look down at an ace 10 offsuit. He's going to raise it up to 35, it looks like, or 30. Oh, 50, excuse me. Heads up to a flop. It's going to be an 8 deuce 4. 8 deuce 4, 2 clubs. A king on the turn now. So a king for Jason's going to give him put him ahead for the time being. We're going to get a check from Jason. We're going to get a bet of $90 for McLovin. That's a bad bet there because I don't see Jason going away right now with a king. It's going to be a 3 on the river, so no help for either player. But Kevin picking a bad time to bluff if that's what he's doing. McLovin making a bet of 150 on the river here. Like I said, I think he picks a bad time to bluff, but we'll find out a little bit about Jason here, how tight of a player he chooses to be. Jason looking really like he wants to fold this. Be kind of a surprise if he finds a fold here. He having a hard time laying away that top pair. Looks like he really wants to try to find a way to lay this down. I mean, I know the flush is there, but it was runner. He does make the call, and Kevin gonna see the bad news. Picked a very bad time to bluff there. Aaron going to have an ace-jack offsuit here to bet with. And he's just going to make the flat call. Jeff with a queen-jack suited. He raises it up to 15. Going to get a fold from McLovin and a fold from Javier. Jason, cards that we haven't been able to see yet. Let's see what he looks down at. Jason under the gun, going to make the fold, so we're going to be heads up to the flop. Queen Jack versus Ace Jack. Suited Queen Jack. And a King 7-7, no help for anybody at all here. Ace High still leading the way. He's going to check, but Jeff, who raised the bet pre-flop, is going to put it out there. $20 to go. Aaron going to go away. Aaron under the gun going to look down at pocket jacks. So that puts Joey on the button. Going to make it a $30 bet. Or $10, excuse me. He's going to get a call from Jason. And he's going to get a $5 call from Joey. Not sure what either of those two boys have. And it is going to be a Queen 7 deuce. Joey with no hand. Jason as well with no hand. All in from Aaron here. He's not going to get called. He's going to pick up the profit of $100. I mean, the profit of $20. Jason down there at 25% VPIP. Javier leading the way with a 45%. He's been calling everything. He's been calling quite a lot. I shouldn't say everything, but McLovin right behind Greg at 44% VPIP. Ace 10 for Jeff under the gun. Let's see what he does with that. See if he doesn't. That can't have been right. There's no way that was right then. Don't see him folding that $5 under the gun with an Ace 10. Nine 5 versus 9-4. Pair of fives for Greg. Ace on the turn, no help for anybody. Actually gives Aaron the wheel draw, so I guess it is a bit of a help because there it is, the 3. So Aaron now with the wheel, and Greg with a pair of fives. Let's see what happens here. Don't think you'll see much of anything. See a $20 bet and probably a snap fold from Greg, and he does. Ace, Jack, 3 on the flop. 2 clubs. Pair of aces for Aaron. Pair of jacks for Jason and a pair of 3s for McLovin. J-Bone, who's just sat down at the table, picks up a wheel draw. Jason with the double straddle here for 20 with a jack 7 of diamonds. Looks like he's going to get a walk and he's going to pick it up. He might have raised that, but I think that was a straddle. Going to get a $10 straddle under the gun again from Jason with an ace 6 of clubs. Joey first to act. He's going to lay it down. J-Bone. Make the call. Aaron folding and Jeff folding as well. McLovin with a king 2 going to fold, and Javier making the fold. Actually, he makes the call, excuse me. Jack 9 for Javier. 7-10, 5 on the flop. Pair of 5s for J-Bone. Jack on the turn, going to give Greg a pair of jacks. Any club for Jason. Greg going to raise it to, or bet 40. Excuse me. Jason betting 40. Greg going all in for 105. And Jason going to make the snap call. And a 5 on the river. Greg picking up the win. Picking up a double up. J-Bone, though, could have picked up a double up there if he just sees that river. Hand number 90. Joey now under the gun with an ace 4 of clubs. J-Bone going to go away while Aaron makes the call as well. Jeff, I don't know if these, I don't think this reader is reading right. It shows that he folded big slick suited. And I'm pretty sure he didn't do that. Seven, 5, 3, no, excuse me, 8, 5, 7. 2 spades. 10 on the turn, going to give Aaron the straight and give Jason a pair of 10s. So, could see a little bit of money flying here. Not much, but Aaron going to bring it up out for $20, $15. And a call from Jason. Joey going to go away with no hand to speak of. Ace of diamonds on the river, so Jason with the jack 10 and a pair of 10s right now. You get it all in from Aaron, and he is going to pick up that win. Joey on the button, J-Bone under the gun with a $10 straddle. Not sure. I think I've seen J-Bone playing here before. Just cannot remember. Seems like I have. Aaron all in with ace 10 offsuit. And it looks like he's probably going to get a walk. He does. He's going to get folded around too. I don't guess he really gets a walk. J-Bone on the button now. Aaron with a king queen. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit. No, he's gonna just flat it. Gonna get a $10 raise here from McLovin, or a raise to 10 from McLovin. Javier making a fold. Chris now sitting down at the table on the very end. He's gonna look down at a deuce 4 of hearts. And Joey gonna make his stand with pocket kings. Joey gonna 4-bet it here to 105. 105. Aaron gonna make the raise as well, and Kevin gonna get right out of the way. Don't think we're gonna see Chris make this call either. It's gonna be a tough sell here for Aaron to pull this one out. Ace, ace, 6. So you gotta have runner, jack 10. Gotta have runner, jack 10 to win this hand for Aaron. See if they decide to run it more than once. Alright. They're gonna run it one time, and Joey gonna double up. So Aaron, after all those chips, he's going to be down to about 55 in chips. And looks like he's going to take his leave. He's going to go ahead and head on out.
You were thinking about it too, even when they both jammed. You were like, no, I was like, you said I folded the best hand, and I was like, oh no, he probably got ace 5 or something. Ace, ace, I was like, I don't know. I didn't realize he was punting.
No, not that one. Oh. No, Diamond, I should have bet 200 that one hit. But no, that was good. No, that was a good shot.
Well, I mean, I can't. I'll take the money.
Got Tanya coming into the box now. Tanya to be our back-end dealer for the rest of this live stream. Nice to see her in the box tonight. She's a great dealer. McLovin with the straddle under the gun. Queen 4 for him. Greg with an 8-7. He's going to make the call. Jason going to raise it up to 20. Folds around. J-Bone looking down at ace king. He's going to 3-bet it up to $55. McLovin going to get out of the way. Greg's going to probably get out of the way as well, and he does. Jason, 35 to call if he wants to go heads up. Jason going to make the call. Queen, queen 4, 2 spades. No help for either player. Ace, king, assume is ahead, depending on what Jason has. So J-Bone makes the bet. Jason moves all in. And J-Bone going to make the call here. So wondering what we've got here. We've got a 7 on the turn. And a 10 on the river. And we're going to see a king 8. King 8's going to... King 8 going to pick up the win here. I mean, ace king picking up the win. King 8 with a hefty all-in move there. Makes a true double up for J-Bone. J-Bone up now to 555 in chips. Jason's still leading the way at 2100 and McLovin in second with 565. And we got Carter coming in now, the 1 seat. All right, I'm gonna let you guys listen to a little bit of table talk. I'll be right back.
It just costs $150 more than if you buy it in the store. Yeah, free shipping. I bet Greg will bring it up here and it'll probably still be hot off the smoker.
I mean,
I was like,
what is it?
like you don't grow up in Texas without learning how to smoke a brisket at least. Yeah. So you haven't used it yet, huh?
I did actually use it.
Oh, you did?
I burned it off. I did some steaks on
Because
it. Pretty solid, actually.
I could have bought wood.
You don't get the whole. I
All right. Back here with an ace queen 7, 2 clubs on the flop. McLovin picking up his pair of 7s. Jeff not sure what he's got. Gonna be a 10 of spades on the turn. McLovin now picking up 2 pair. J-Bone with the Broadway draw. J-Bone and Jeff both calling McLovin's bet. And it is a 6 on the river, so unless Jeff's got something sneaky under there, that's going to be McLovin's hand, and it is. Jason's still leading the way at 2,200. He's lost a little bit of that back. McLovin at 605. Young ace down there. Carter at 50 in chips. Carter making the $5 call with a king 7 off. Jason raising it up to 15, and Chris going to make the call as well with a 10 deuce suited. Jason with a 6-5 of hearts. Young ace making that call as well as Joey. 3 diamonds on the flop. Queen Jack 10 of diamonds. So Joey leading the way right now with a pair of jacks. Carter all in with his 7. Nice semi-bluff by Carter. Wouldn't call it a total bluff.
Open jam there.
He's like, everyone at the table's drawing dead.
No, no.
There's $20 in the pot. He goes all in for $4,000.
Chris, wait, hear me on this one. I was telling Joey, I'm playing an online tournament. Guy rips it on the river. I'm like, there's no way he has top full house. So I called. He has quads. But then my read was still right. My read, I was like, good read. I was like, he doesn't have it top full. So he thinks he won that hand, but I really.
J-Bone under the gun with a queen 4 offsuit. Or excuse me, suited. Greg gonna 3-bet up to $20 with a ace queen off. Jeff making an initial call there pre-flop, and they do make the call. Jack 9-3 on the flop, so Carter with a pair of 9s. Javier with just an ace high. So Carter now with a straight draw, but Greg with a pair of queens. He's got top pair. Carter going to move all in. Probably going to get a quick call here from Greg. And just a 3, so McLovin staring down at pocket kings. He raises up to 15. Jason with Javier with ace king. Jason with an ace 4, so Javier going to just flat call. Or no, he's going to raise it up to 50. Or 3-bet to 40, excuse me. Jason makes the call. Four bet to 125. Greg going away from pot with Big Slick. Pretty disciplined fold. Jack 9 deuce. No help for Jason at all. McLovin still leading the way, and he bets out 10. McLovin betting 100. Jason raising to 225 with just a pair of fours. Not sure what he thinks he's going to represent that would scare McLovin, really, even with a pair of jacks. Even if he's got top pair here, he doesn't really scare him. McLovin going to move all in. And as expected, Jason going to go away. Nice pot there for McLovin. He's going to pick up a pretty good size pot there.
Taking it back tomorrow, though. Let's go, Joey.
Jeff flopping the spade flush. Going to get folded to pretty easily. Young Ace down at the bottom with 85 in chips. Jason still leading the way with 1,600. But he's now lost some of that momentum he had. McLovin, though, right behind him now with about 1,600. 1,400, excuse me.
Well, I mean,
I'm too far in.
they're like business meetings. Close enough.
Yeah, I'm a business man.
Starting to see the table get a little bit more evenly spread in chips. At least somewhat. Some of the big stacks just exchanging chips. Tanya already getting hot in the box there, fanning herself. She's working hard already. It's like a 9-8-9 on the flop, and it is. Jeff with pocket jack's going to still lead out, and he's going to end up winning that hand. Just over an hour left with you guys, as long as the table holds.
This lady, never dealt before, literally grabs all the chips at the table. All of them. Like,
Jason gonna look down at Pocket Jacks now. He's the one with it. He's gonna raise it to $10. I think that was a straddle. He called around the table. Young Ace making the call. J-Bone with Queen Jack gonna 3-bet it to 35. So 3 of the 4 jacks are gone. So really what Jason wants to see is little cards all the way. He's going to make the fold. I mean, he's going to make the call for 25 more. Carter as well going to make the call. And the Case Jack hits the board. Case Jack. J-Bone now with top pair, but he is behind the set. Young Ace with the gut shot straight draw. See what he decides to do here. So Jason gonna bet it up. He's gonna re-raise it to 125, I believe. So it's a $45 bet from J-Bone, raised to 150. Excuse me, 150 from J-Bone. And he makes the good laydown right there. Good laydown from J-Bone. He was way behind the trips. 1,700 in chips for Jason. 1,200 for McLovin. J-Bone right in the middle at $3.95 and Young Ace at 35. Carter all in for $35 with Ace-3. McLovin going to make the snap call with a King-7 of hearts. Greg making the call as well, so I'm not really sure what he has, but you can bet he probably has pretty decent cards. And Jason with a King-2. He's going to go ahead and fold that hand. So we're going to go 3 ways to a flop. 1 all in, 2 heads up. 9-4-7, so Kevin now with a pair of 7s. Young Ace with the club draw, though. That's an 8 on the turn, no help. And a club. Carter's going to win this hand here. Carter with the $110 pot. He's going to pick it up. And a triple up for Carter. Joey making a call with a 7-5 of clubs. Haven't seen him playing many hands, but he's playing a little bit loose right now. 8-10-3 on the flop, so no real help. Pair of 8s for McLovin. Ace of diamonds. So now McLovin and Chris both with the flush draws. McLovin, of course, ahead with his with the queen high. Still showing an ace on there on the screen, but it's not. It is an 8. And a 3 of clubs on the river. So Kevin with the pair of 8's going to be ahead here. Chris going to make the bet, it looks like. Maybe he just checks. Chris with a bet of 100. Kevin going to have to decide whether he believes Chris is bluffing on the missed flush or not. Hard for him to believe that, considering that he has diamonds too. Actually, it should be a little easier for him to believe that. He does make the fold. Chris picking up $90 profit in that pot. But Kevin folding the winner. Chris has not had to show down a hand yet. Jason has gone to show down 36% of the time, while McLovin's right in the middle at 21%. Carter going to go. Carter with his 5-4 making the call. J-Bone with a 6-4 making the call. So these guys choosing to play some little connectors here. Jason with a Jack-6 folding. Chris with a 10-5 folding. Joey with a King-Jack. King-Jack going to flop the open-ended straight draw. Ace-8 for Jeff. Jason with pocket 5s, and he's going to make the call. Chris as well with a Queen-9. Joey with Ace-10, and Carter on the button, just checking with a 7-deuce. Queen-10-5 on the flop. So Chris picking up top pair. Jason, however, flopping a set of 5s, so Chris playing from behind. You may not know it. Chris with a $15 bet. Just trying to feel it out, see where he's at. Joey going to make the call with a pair of 10s. Everybody else going to fold all the way around. And Jason going to make the call. And a 10 on the turn. Wow, this could turn into an ugly hand, at least for Joey. Because Jason now with the boat, Joey with trip 10s. Joey's going to need a queen or a 9. Actually, he doesn't need a queen either if Chris calls. Be a $40 bet and a $40 call. Chris going to probably get away from the queens here. And if he does, it's the only way it opens up. So Joey now needing a 10 or an ace only to win this hand. 10 or an ace, the only two cards that you can make it. And it's a 6 on the river, so the boat for Jason here. Jason gonna bet the 60. Joey making the call, and he's gonna see the bad news. Jason picking up a pot of $155 profit. Puts him back up at 1,900. Carter and Joey just about dead even, about $5 difference at 90 and 95 respectively. J-Bone in the middle at 390. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is going to give Carter the straight. Carter with the bet. He's going to pick up the pot there. Oh, I'm sorry. Those cards on the board were wrong. So young ace picks up that loss, and J-Bone going to pick up the pot. J-Bone raising it up to 30. Or, excuse me, Chris raising it to 30. J-Bone making the call. Jeff as well making a call. You have a queen, king, queen, jack. King, queen, 7. Ace, jack of diamonds. So royal flush draw for Chris. Jeff with 2 pair. Wow, this could be a monster hand. What, a king or a queen on the turn and a 10 of diamonds on the river? Oh, it is a king on the turn. So king's full of queens. Chris going to move all in. Oh no, with the royal draw. It's a beautiful draw, but he is dead to the 10 of diamonds. And it is an ace on the river, so no help. Chris going to lose this hand to the boat. Chris with a little bit of a rebate. Jeff with the true double up here. Pocket 10s for Chris, raising it to 30. Carter all in with an ace 7, and we're going to be heads up to a flop. Oh, Carter now picks up a 6 draw. Nope. And that's going to be all she wrote for Carter's hand. Pocket 10s for Chris. Carter's out of chips. Let's see if he decides to reload or head on out. It appears Carter's going to be headed out for the night, so we should be back down to 6-handed. And Carter is going to exit the game. Chris now with a 10-3. Jason first to act. He's going to fold. Chris quickly behind him. Joey with big slick offsuit is going to just make the flat call to 5. Or he raises to 15, excuse me. Get a call from J-Bone with a 7-6. So we're going to be heads up. Joey and J-Bone. Oh, wow. And the 7-6 is going to flop the straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Joey going to make the fold, the quick fold, so... Bergen says, heck yeah, Jeff. Just been doing all right here tonight. Joey with the Jack 10 offsuit. Chris going to make the quick fold under the gun. And Joey folds the Jack 10 of clubs. I mean the Jack of spades 10 of clubs. J-Bone with ace 8 making the call. Jeff making the call as well. McLovin and Javier obviously gone now that he's up at the table. Jason on the button. He's going to make a decision. He calls. A queen jack 7. So a pair of queens, a pair of jacks for Jeff. He still has 2 pair. Jason's card's not visible, so the bet from Jeff going to pick up a pot. J-Bone going to raise it to 15 with a jack 8 diamonds. Jeff going to make the call. Kevin going to fold a 7-6. Guess he didn't see what the 7-6 did just a few minutes ago. Chris with a queen jack offsuit going to make the call as well. We're going to be 3 ways to a flop. 7-7-4. The 7s are hot tonight, or at least the lighter part of the night. We've seen 7s hit the board quite a few times so far. A bet from J-Bone. Going to get a call from Jeff. And a quick fold from Chris. 10 on the turn. No help for either player. Brings a straight draw in for J-Bone. It is going to be a 5 of spades on the river, so the ace high, or the pair of 4s, is going to win it. 7s and 4s of Jeff going to win that hand. The 8-6 for J-Bone. He's just going to make the call. Chris with big slick off. He's going to raise it to 30. Going to get a fold from Joey. Should get a quick, and he gets a call here from J-Bone. 8-6 of hearts. 9-3 king. All clubs. Don't see how J-Bone can call anything here, and he will not. He was instantly ready to fold. Jason still leading the way with chips. Joey bringing up the tail end at $75. McLovin with a queen 10 offsuit. Jeff with a queen jack off. Raises to 10. McLovin folding here. Looks like he's in coast mode right now. Joey with ace king. Going to end up winning that hand. Joey with the 28% VPIP, going to have the lowest one here. J-Bone at a 58% clip. Javier at 41 now. So Greg slowed it down a little bit. Under the gun, McLovin going to have a jack 10 offsuit. Jason, don't get to see what his cards are. Chris with a queen 10 suited makes the call. And Jeff with a 7 deuce going to go for 5 more. 7-4 king. So Jeff flopping a pair of 7s. He actually flopped ahead. Jack on the turn. No longer, as Kevin goes ahead and picks up the lead. Chris, however, picking up the open-ended straight draw. So Chris with the $20 bet. Heads up is a deuce. So Kevin now leading. But Chris with the action is going to go check, check, and Kevin's going to show the winners.
When you want to get lucky, go somewhere else. Actually, besides you, I was snap cutting. So for 850 bucks, that's 450 plus
Again, I want to thank everybody that came in to watch tonight so far. Our Tuesday night $3,000 guarantee every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. $120 max buy-in, $45 min buy-in. That guarantee always surpasses the 3,000, almost always. Doors open every day at 1 p.m. here at Stacks. Cash game starts shortly after that. Chris going to look down at pocket 5s, and he's going to raise it up. Raised it up to 15 is what it looked like. Joey the fold. J-Bone the fold is making the call. Excuse me. Jeff with pocket queens just making the flat call. King deuce 6. So Kevin now flopping top pair. Jeff could probably cost himself here because he didn't 3-bet. Chris with a $25 bet going to get a call from Jeff with pocket queens. And Kevin with a pair of kings. And a queen on the river going to trip up Jeff. Greg the button hand, or Javier as he's known on the screen. Chris making a call with a 7, or not Chris, Jason making a call. Joey making the call with a queen jack offsuit. Jeff making the call as well. And Greg gonna just check it there. Deuce 4 8. So we've got a double gutty here for Jeff. Pair of deuces for Greg. And it's going to be $10 bet from Greg. Jason not really understanding what the bet is here. Of course, we don't get to see his cards. Again, Jeff with the double gutty here. He's going to make that call. It's going to be a 9. So the 9 now picks it up. Now he's still got the double gutty, essentially. There's a jack of diamonds on the river. That's no help. Greg with the pair of 2s, actually with the winning hand. Jeff going to make the check. Greg going to show down the 2s. And a pair of 4s. Jason with a pair of 4s going to pick up the pot. Chris and Joey going to make the quick folds. J-Bone as well. Jeff looking down and making a decision, but he decides to fold. So Greg going to call $5. Not sure what he's got, but he's going to play. He has an ace-3 off. It's going to be a 9-king-4. He checks to Jason, who checks back. And a 5 on the turn. Still no help. Got the wheel draw for Javier now, though. It is going to be an ace on the river, so that is going to help out Greg. He's going to bet out $5. Jason not feeling it, I don't think. I don't think he feels like giving away $5. We're going to be heads up here. Ace 7-5 on the flop. 6 deuce versus pocket aces for McLovin. So Kevin with $15. The flush draw, however, for J-Bone, and that could be dangerous here. That's going to be a queen of clubs. That's going to be the flush. It's going to be the flush for J-Bone against the trip aces. It'll be $40 bet from J-Bone. And a raise here from Kevin to make it up to 125. Jason still leading the way with 1,900 in chips. Joey bringing up the tail end at 105, with Jeff sitting right in the middle with 430. Jeff and McLovin both with King Queen. Looks like we're going to be 3 ways to a flop, maybe 4 ways to a flop. Jack 8, Ace Deuce. It'll be Ace 9 7, so straight draw now for Joey. Aces for J-Bone. J-Bone making the bet of $15. He can get the call from Joey. Me a 3. Check, check. And a 3 on the river, so no help for anybody else. Joey misses his straight. Pair of aces for J-Bone is going to be the winning hand if he doesn't get pushed out of it. A little more than a half hour left with you guys. Tanya again doing a great job in the box, as well as Jordan did earlier in the night. Jason going to look down at a king 4 of hearts, and he's going to fold. Chris raising it up to 15. J-Bone with a king queen going to make the call, and Jeff going to make the fold. So we're going to be heads up. 9-10 versus king queen. And a jack 9 ace, all hearts. You got a a straight draw for J-Bone, and Chris now picking up the straight draw as well. J-Bone really does not want to hit 2 pair here. Pair of kings for J-Bone, going to be the winning hand unless Chris somehow bits him off, and he does not. So the pair of kings going to win the hand.
I would have bet on everything. Russian croquet?
Dude, the worst one had almost 300 on Australian basketball. Yeah, some kind of Discord call convinced me at like 3 a.m. one time to do it.
Ace Jack for McLovin versus blind cards from Jason. We get a 10 on the turn. That's going to give McLovin he's going to now pick up the flush draw, the nut flush draw. And a 5 of hearts on the river. So just a pair of jacks for McLovin. That's going to be a 9. It's going to be an 8. 8 and 9. That's going to be the straight for Jason. Javier with an ace-king offsuit. He's on the button and going to get a $10 raise here from Chris, or excuse me, a $5 raise. Joey going to make the all-in move with $75. Joey with ace-king as well. Ace-king suited. Chris had raised with pocket 2s. Now let's see. Greg going to go ahead and make the call this time. Seen him fold ace-king several times to all-ins, but this time he's going to make the call. And he's going to be hoping for some hearts or diamonds. He's going to be hoping for all red cards on the board. He will not get it, and this will be a chop pot.
I was gonna say they'll run it twice whenever I picked up the other turn, but I'm like, Greg doesn't want to do it twice. As soon as the turn came off, I was like, we'll run it twice if you want to, Greg. I feel like I'm in.
Thank you so much. Everybody else doing okay?
What are y'all do? Let's go play on the real chop.
What's that, 6 inches? I tend to
Chris with a king 10 of hearts. Jason with an ace jack. Is that what I saw? Chris raising it to 10. Joey folding. J-Bone makes the call. We are a king 6-4. Jason, McLovin, and Chris, all cards I guess we cannot see now at this point. So I'm not real sure what anybody has anymore. 4 on the turn.
How about we see that river? Seven. If it's a queen. What am I calling? Oh, Lord's King? Lord's face draw? There's no drawing.
Are you really asking me
I don't know.
what I think you could have in that spot?
No.
Okay, 'cause I was gonna say, 'cause the answer is
I was saying, why would you?
a lot of shit.
A lot of shit? No. I wish I had
Like
shit.
Jack
I wish I
10,
had fun.
like Jack 10 on the flop. That just for
We
whatever
get all in.
reason
We get all in on the flop.
We played Jack 10.
Yeah, if you have Jack 10, I get that one, right?
You had to play Jack 10. But in that case, he's raising straight.
I thought about sneaking. I'm not turning straight trolls.
Oh, you have you raised the straight.
Yeah, it was a 4. I folded quads.
J-Bone with an ace-3 of clubs. He raises to $15. He's going to get folded all the way around to Chris on the button, who's going to look him up. So we're going to go heads up to a flop. Queen 7 versus ace-3 of clubs. You're going to get 2 clubs on the flop and a queen 7 on the flop as well. So 2 pair versus a nut flush draw. This could get very interesting here. Let's see where this goes. Chris going to probably raise this up here. A $20 bet from J-Bone. Chris going to raise it up. He's going to make it 55, it looks like. Cannot see a fold here for J-Bone. He does not. And a 3 of hearts on the turn. So that could slow things down a bit for J-Bone. He does check. Chris going to go ahead and make a pretty stiff bet here, I would imagine. He does bet what looks to be 85. 90. 90, just cheap enough for J-Bone to go ahead and try to make this flush happen. And it is a club, so it does make the club happen. So let's see what J-Bone decides to do. He's going to go ahead and make the bet of $100. Chris going to make the call, and he is going to see the bad news. Nut flush. Nut flush going to be the winner. Chris now looking to reload just a bit. He's going to sure up. And Joey going to be on the button now.
No, they're like inclusive of that, but they're making me do the same. So they wouldn't let me get a stupid job. I'd have to go take face-to-face. Just requires core classes.
Javier raising to 15 with a queen jack. Jeff going to be the only one to have a chance to call him here, and he is going to go ahead and make the call. We're going to be heads up to a flop. Jeff versus Javier. Ace queen 6, 3 clubs. So the bet of 15 and a snap call from Jeff. A deuce. Jeff folding to the bet from Greg there. So the call from McLovin. So Javier going to make the call as well. Starting to see pot odds creeping into play here. Everyone deciding that the pot is big enough. So J-Bone going to try to lower it down a little bit. He's going to raise it up to $35. Jeff going to make the call while McLovin gets rid of his hand. Javier folds as well as Chris and Jason. So we're going to be heads up now. Ace-5 versus not sure. Jeff versus J-Bone. Queen 8-10. $25 bet from J-Bone, and Jeff's going to go away. So J-Bone going to pick up that pot. Jason's still leading the way in chips. He's kind of gone into coast mode as well. McLovin with $9.25 in chips. J-Bone $8.40. Joey at the bottom with $1.70. He's picked up a few chips. Chris at $2.20. Jeff right in the middle with $3.50. Jeff now on the button for 5. Javier with King Queen suited. And McLovin with a 6-5 off going to go away. A raise here from Greg. He's going to make it up to 20. Jason going to make the snap call with an ace-jack. Chris folds. Joey going to fold as well. Jeff on the button. He's going to look down. It's going to be 15 more to him. And he's going to go away with a 5-4. So we're now heads up. Jason versus Greg. 10-5 deuce. No help for either player. Jason's still ahead. Check, check. I'm going to go to turn. It's another 10. So we'll see if Greg decides to make the bet. And he is going to throw out $10. And Jason going to go away. Javier looking down at a queen 9 this time. He makes the call. Chris going to raise it up with pocket 10s to $15. Joey making the call as well. Joey with ace king. J-Bone going to make the call. Or no, fold, excuse me. Folded around, Greg makes the call. So we're 3 ways to a flop. Queen 9, pocket 10s versus ace king. You get a deuce 3 8, so no help for anyone. Chris going to bet it up. He's going to make it a $30 bet. Joey going to go away with his big slick. Greg, however, going to make the call with flush draw. And an 8 on the turn. No help for Javier. Really no help for Chris. I mean, Chris got to wonder whether he's sitting there with an 8 in his hand, but he's going to bet it as if he doesn't care. It's a $40 bet. Greg with the flush draw going to go ahead and make that call. If this is not a diamond, it's going to be a check. It is going to be a queen, though. The queen, however, brings the win in for Javier if he gets past Chris. Chris going to check there, and Greg going to show the winner. 7-10 deuce on the flop. 2 clubs. We got 1 diamond on the board, but no real help for anybody. A 10 on the turn. Still no help. King winning this hand right now, and a king on the river. King on the river going to give Jeff the winning hand.
Yeah, he's like, he probably goes, here, can you break that? Yeah.
And then not only that, I mean, and then it was like $20 million.
Perfect. I thought he was joking, but he genuinely like, no, he wants it. Yeah, he wants it.
But then I started getting mad.
Where'd Teddy move to? Somewhere like that. Somewhere like Teddy.
Got a new player stepping in here.
Have you been on live stream before? So you need to scan your cards. Go like this, cross in that little box.
Joey with the fold. J-Bone with a 10-9 going to make the call. Jeff going to make the fold. McLovin going to make the fold. Javier, Jason. Jason with the call, so we're going to be heads up. 7-6-7. And 10 of clubs on the turn, so that's going to give J-Bone the pair of 10s.
He kills medium real quick. OKC. Yeah. Come on.
J-Bone with the Queen 7 of clubs. Joey with a 9-4 of clubs. Joey going to go away. But in the +1, J-Bone going to go ahead and make that call. Jeff going away. McLovin with 2 clubs as well. He's going to raise it up to 15. Nima going to fold. I mean, make the call, excuse me. So 3 ways to a flop. Not sure what Nima's cards are. All right, we got another player. Looks like Mo coming in to sit down, if I'm not mistaken. And it is Mo.
I was like, he was running the scam with a couple different people. It was multi-layered scam.
Maybe he was hoping they'd pay him.
Yeah. It was he had some history he knew something about. You know my G-Wagon? What are you talking about?
Ace, Queen, Deuce on the flop, giving J-Bone the top pair. Top pair, top kicker, but Javier does pick up the Broadway draw. 5 of hearts on the turn, no help for anybody. And a 10 on the river, and that is going to give the Broadway to Javier. So J-Bone taking a little bit too long to bet it up here. $55 bet, but Greg going to raise this up. He's going to raise it up to about 130.
Yeah, we'll be actually kind of like we were to the last.
125. I missed it by 5.
The only audio pictures were last night.
J-Bone going to make the call and see the misery. Chris going to showdown 50% of the time in his hands, while Joey is at the bottom of the end of that, only showing up 12%. Nine, 10, 9, 2 clubs. So J-Bone and McLovin both with flush draws. No one with a 9 in their hand, so 5 of diamonds on the turn. J-Bone going to bet out, and McLovin going to snap call him like he just does not care. Javier with the straight draw. He's going to make the flush draw as well. So an 8 or a diamond comes. It's going to be a 10 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds should slow things down just a bit. Craig probably still going to bet it up here a little bit. No, he's not going to bet it. He's just going to show the flush. So we're back up to 9-handed. Mo at the bottom of the list right now with $100 in chips. Chris at 130, and Jason still leading the way with 1,900. Three kings out in this hand. Kings are definitely going to be cheap. McLovin with pocket fours. We're going to get a deuce 3 6. So Joey with a pair of sixes. McLovin with a straight draw. Jeff with the hearts, the heart draw. So 5 of hearts would be a pretty gross hand here. And it is the 5 of hearts. Wow. I did kind of call that one. 5 of hearts now giving the straight to McLovin. And any other heart now. And it's a heart on the river. So not only is there a straight, but now there's a 4-card flush. Jeff, who was winning, is now losing to J-Bone with the nut flush. Joey going to fold as well with his flush. And J-Bone just making the flat call. Oh, he raises to 30. He's going to get 15 more out of Jeff. That's a little bit of a brutal river there for Jeff. He has a nice little flush there and turned right out of it. Boo. What's up, Rock?
What's up, C-Plump1?
Doing all right?
Yes, sir. How's the stream look?
Pretty good. And it hadn't really had many. I think I've had like 10 at one time for a few minutes.
I forgot to send the link today.
Oh,
when I started. Usually I've been sending the links and to the players right before we go live, and I forgot.
Sorry about that. Had to do some administrative work real quick, but we're back. Although I was watching that hand, that was a pretty big hand there. Got about 7 more minutes or so here with you guys. Want to remind you again, doors open at 1 p.m. Cash game starts about 30 minutes after, if that. Usually starts right away. Jason raising to 25 with a queen jack. Nima making the call. King, queen, ace. So 8-7 versus queen jack. Pair of queens. Pair of 8s now for Nima, but he is behind. The diamond on the turn does bring in the flush draw for Jason. He needs another diamond to hit, and he'll have the queen high. Makes the bet and gets a fold, though. Jason's still leading the way with 1,900 in chips. Unless he takes a major hit here in the next few minutes, he's going to be our big winner for the live stream tonight. Joey raises to 15 with a queen jack suited. J-Bone going to make the call. And Jason going to make the call. Ace Jack in J-Bone's hand. So 3, 5, 10. No help for anybody unless it helps Jason. 9 hitting the turn now, giving Joey the open-ended straight draw. Let's see what Jason decides to do here with his first action. He's going to bet it up to 40. Cannot imagine Joey folds for $40 here with the open-ender and 2 overs. And he does, though. Wow. Kind of surprising. He's open-ended and he has 2 overs. And J-Bone going to be the one to call him. And J-Bone really with no chance. Unless Jason's just bluffing. It was a queen 7. Queen 10, excuse me. So Jeff down to 25 in chips. Jason up at 2K now. Javier now moved into second place with 1,100 in chips. And McLovin in third with 805. Chris raises to 15 with pocket 7s. Looks like he may get a walk around. Javier actually making the call. And Jason 3 bets to 55. We don't know what he has, but we know that Greg has big slick suited and Chris has pocket 7s, so King Jack Deuce on the flop, so Javier now flopping the top pair. Jason he's checking. Jason's going to go ahead and bet it up $100. Chris going away with no 7 hitting. So 7 on the turn, still no help. Making Chris a little bit sick. Now he threw away his pocket pair of 7s. Not sure what Jason has, but he has a hand that he's definitely willing to bet on. Jason bets 300. What's Greg going to do? Top pair, top kicker. No straights, no flushes. Man, we'll tell you, Greg is a pretty top player. But even for a top player, it's hard to fold this hand. Counting it out, deciding what he wants to do here. He has seen, oh, he is going to fold. And it looks like the aces are shown. I saw one ace. I did see one ace, but Chris is kicking himself. Couple of more minutes here with you. It looks like we might see one, maybe two more hands on the live stream, and then we will be out of here until probably Wednesday night, where we'll be playing 5 on the button again. Joey going to look down, and he's in a 6 deuce. He's going to go away under the gun. Mo with a jack 7. Can't imagine him making that call. Ace queen of spades for J-Bone. Don't know that that was an accurate read on those cards, but I could be wrong. McLovin 3 betting it up to $20 with an ace-9 suited. Jeff had made the $10 call, and he's going to go ahead and make the additional $10 call for the raise. We're going to be heads up 10-6 versus ace-9. Ace-9 on the flop, giving McLovin 2 pair, and he's going to bet up the 100, and that's going to be it for that one. Looks like we're going to be here to our last hand. Your cumulative winnings here. Jason, of course, the big winner so far tonight. He's at $1,300 winner. J-Bone, your lowest winner. He's $320 up. Chris right now down at $610. He's a little bit under. Mo down $15. So we're going to end the live stream here, guys. We really appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll see you guys next time.